your plan. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I roll to the 4x4. Believe if I catch gon' go. See me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a that. I live that they rapping back, caring them about what they capping back. Ain't roll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of those. Better not try with me though. We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunt till you up that jury and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah, for the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put seat wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady ducking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Talk when we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bins I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was 200K on my third shift, I'm a
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff on first down. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. He passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Throwing on third, gone. And Jeffrey's got it. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Gall. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. A shotgun snap for Gall. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Gone. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. On second down, here's Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. From the gun, here's Gone. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. On the run, it's Ware. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
White. 29.
On play action, now Carr. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
7:34. 6:37. Go. Get set. 6:94.
Carr now on first down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
29. Go. Get set.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Carr. This is caught. Watkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
24.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on second down is gone. And caught left side, Olsen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Let's go, 12, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Tiger, Tiger. Maverick, Maverick. DC.
Here's Goff now on second down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
14.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Jeffrey wheels it in over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Three down.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Shout. Deuce. Super.
Out of the gun. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw is gone. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He just joined the double last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Out to the left here to Reed. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
6-18. 7-34.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Express. Yo, Chief. Hey. Four down.
Now Carr again. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. OP. You're mine. 694. Yo, Chief. That's it.
Carr to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Down. Blue 80. Low, low, low. Go, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. They get the former first overall selection, Eric Fisher. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The final shot before break here. Goff. Screenplay. Johnson. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Get down. 180. Go, Chief.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
12. 5. 14. 14.
From the gun, here's Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's gone. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Escapes the defender. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734. Hey, 734.
Throwing again. Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Down. 280. 734.
Again, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Start left here. Hey, Shell. Tiger.
On 1st down, gone. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
734. Get set. You're wide 88. Express. 734. Go, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Down. 280. Go, go. Get set, get set.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing his car on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he puts a little something extra into this one. By far his best of the night. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On play action, now Carr steps away to his left. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
637. Down. Blue 80.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get down. Get down. Wide 85.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
808.
I'm here all day.
694. 694. 637. What's up? 734. Hey.
To throw again. Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Go Chief.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
76. 76.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Goff. That's complete right around the 8. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Carr going to look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
go. Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, looking clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out.